Hello there. This is yet another Harley Benton Double Cut Jr. video. There's a ton of them out there, and that's kind of what possessed me to buy this guitar. I kind of like the idea of a Junior. I have a few friends with them and with real ones, and this thing just seemed like a great idea for a couple $100. I've already done a couple of modifications here, and that's what we'll talk about today. There's a ton of videos with stock ones that you can kind of get an idea of what they're about. The only thing that I had to do with this one when I got it was the nut actually wasn't very well done. I had to cut down most of the strings, and the G was actually low and buzzed. I had to fill it with dust and super glue and recut it. But other than that, the guitar is amazing. It just rings out even acoustically. And the first thing I did to it was put a new bridge, stop bar bridge on it. While the badass style multiple adjustable one is I mean, a lot of people put them on Junior or stop bar guitars. I always felt that a solid bar would transmit the vibrations to the guitar better, and it certainly seems to work with this one. It helped a bit. This one is a MojoAxe. It's completely compensated for plain G's, kind of like a lightning bar setup in here. And then the other thing I did was, I'm actually going to build a Lollar High Wind pickup in here, similar to what is in, or same model that's in the various Callings that look like this. But along with that, I ordered some shims. Lollar sells a pack of various thickness shims that go under a dog ear pickup. And one of the issues with this is the pickup's quite low. So if any of these videos that you see, the output sounds kind of weak or thin, the shim makes a huge difference. $20 from the Lollar site, and you'll really notice a difference. This is the one plastic shim that came with it. Most of them are made out of the fiber material that goes, they use for pickup bobbins and whatnot. But they send one shiny plastic one, and it's about 1/16 of an inch, and I put that under here, if you can see, or maybe you can see the clearance from the strings. But it's now the hottest output guitar that I own. Even more than my 335 or the Telly with the hot bridge pickup in it. So basically acoustically, or clean, and it's very dynamic. However hard you hit it, the notes are going to really jump. It almost has a kind of a Telly-ish sound to it, and a couple other reviewers have said something similar. But if you play it gently, it mellows out a bit. The tone turned way down. Well, that was about halfway down. Let's put it really low. I've also found no problems with the controls in this. Actually, the range and the way they operate works really, really well. the tones smooth. And works really well with dealing with overdrives and so forth, which is kind of the main reason people buy these is as a rock machine. This is a Mad Professor Supreme Overdrive. The gains and whatnot are set up mostly for my lower output Strat, so something this hot drives it by quite a bit. You can still hear the twang, especially on the low strings that comes out. Drop it a bit. So it's pretty controllable working with medium amount of gain. This is a Golden Fleece Overdrive Fuzz thing that it's kind of bright when the guitar's turned down. And then when it's all the way up, it thickens up by quite a bit. You get used to having so much neck available, you can actually get back up. Way up on it. So we'll change the pickup, put the Lollar in it, and see how all of this sounds, or what comes out different. Okay, we're back. Got the Lollar in here, and I had to use, this is the tall version of the Lollar dog ear. So I ended up putting a slightly, actually about half the size. The previous shim was about 3 millimeters. This is about 1.4 or something. And it's effectively the same height relative to the strings as before. But the guitar is much stronger than it was before. Also you can hear it has a much richer mid-range to it, although it definitely still twangs, but it isn't as sharp sounding as it was with the stock Roswell pickup. And then with the gains, So this is down to about 5. And there's still some cleanup, but if you hit it hard, and it kind of does that, turn the tone down to about 5, and they talk about being able to get an acoustic but if you hit it, then with the Mythos Golden Fleece on it, definitely a total rock machine, but play a few other things with it. So if anybody's thinking about souping up their DC Jr, $200 of guitar and another $200 of stuff stuck onto it, that's what I did with this one, and it's definitely a keeper. Thanks.